This is my audience. Have you ever imagined your life without internet? Think about it. A life with no Facebook, Instagram, YouTube, literally no access to the internet. It's hard to believe, but there is some people that live this reality of no internet access. It's shocking to think that almost 40 years after the invention of the internet, we still have regions in the world that don't have any access to it. But at the same time, it's also interesting to think that for some of us, it's almost impossible to spend a day without internet. Although our grandparents survived most of their lives without it. Knowing all of this, I will talk about how this amazing tool called internet started. The internet is generally defined as a global network connecting millions of computers. More than 190 are linked into exchanges of data, news, and opinions. The internet is a massive network of networks. It is a networking infrastructure. It connects millions of computers together globally, forming a network in which any computer can communicate with any other computer as long as they are both connected to the internet. The World Wide Web, or simple web, is a way of accessing information over the medium of the internet. It is an information sharing model that is built on the top of the internet. The first recorded description of the social interactions that could be enabled through network was a series of memos written by a professor of MIT in August of 1962 discussing his galactic network concept. After knowing all this information and processing, I came up with this question in my mind. If someone or a group of people created the internet, does the internet has an owner? And after extensive research about the subject, I came up with this conclusion that no one actually owns the internet. And no single person or organization controls the internet and in, in the group of internet. The internet is more of a concept than an actual tangible entity. It relies on a physical infrastructure that connects networks to other networks. Another question that I had was about the number of users of the internet. According to the Internet Live stats in August of 2016, there was an estimated 3 billion internet users worldwide. The number of internet users represent nearly 40% of the world's population. The largest number of the internet users by country is China, followed by United States and India. Across the 40 diverse countries surveyed in another research in 2015, a median of 67% say that they either use internet or occasionally own a smartphone. The highest rates of access are in South Korea with 94%, Australia with 93%, and Canada with 90%. But the rates of over 80% also occur in the US, UK, Spain, Israel, and Germany. However, the number of people that don't have access to the internet is more absurd and occur in most poor countries. In some countries in Africa, only 20% of the population have access to the internet. And in countries in South America, most of them, 30% of the population don't have access to the internet. But why those places don't have access? There are two main reasons. The first one is the government of those countries might not have money to invest in this kind of technology. And the second one is most of people that don't have internet access live far from the big cities. So sometimes they're not worth to invest in materials necessary to bring internet to them. It's a sad reality, but I believe that even after 50 years from now, we're still gonna have some places without access to the internet.